And welcome to another edition of the Ohm Service Live with us three and you guys. Hello, everybody. How are we?
Fabulous.
He's back.
I'm all right. I'm back. You know, it wasn't even that. It was like fucking Old Faithful at Yellowstone Park.
Oh, fuck.
Asshole looked like the Japanese flag. And see, and honestly, see these toilet paper manufacturers that say, "Oh, softest toilet paper yet." They're lying bastards.
It could be worse. It could be that toilet paper that we had when we were kids that looked like tracing paper.
Oh, that's when you wiped your ass and the shit ended up halfway up your back.
Yeah. You could strain your wrist if you got the skid wrong.
I tell you one thing. People complain about paper cuts. When you've had a paper cut from one of them, you know about it.
On your ring piece.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I tell you one thing. Afterwards, that smarts. Just thought I'd let you know.
Oh. It's just wrong.
I always remember once. I'll never forget. I shouldn't really say this straight away, but
Fucking see it.
I was in the middle of nowhere and I got caught mega short. As it happens from time to time with people, you get caught short. And I thought, I've got to go. It's just sort of like, I have got to find a bush. I've got to go. I have really got to go. And it's sort of like, you know, when you've got that cramp feeling and you're going hot and cold. It's sort of like, I've got to go. I've really, and I was literally in the middle of nowhere. The only piece of material to use to wipe one's bottom was a auto trader. You know, the glossy spare bit that comes with the auto trader, not the actual paper itself, the pamphlet, the shiny, silky smooth pamphlet. Yeah, that's the only
the bit that has the shit cars on it.
Yeah, that's all I had. That was not a good day. That's all I'm saying.
So you left skid marks on the auto trader.
Yeah.
You won't be the first.
So there you go. A little bit of useless information there.
Nice.
So a little bit of important information there for you boys and girls. Always keep an auto trader in your car. For a shit. Comes in handy.
Don't use auto trader for toilet roll.
Stop it. Stop now.
Okay.
These poor ladies and gentlemen.
I thought this was a vaping show. They're just talking about shite again.
We are literally talking about shite again.
Funny how it always comes round to it every now and again, doesn't it?
But blokes. Shall I say hello?
Oh, here we go. Oh, I always getting through Jules all weekend. But use the fucking VI poo, you smelly bastard.
VI poo? What's a VI poo?
You spray into the bowl.
Did you not see a little pink bottle on the toilet?
Oh God! Years ago, they used to there was an advertisement for it, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's supposed to spray it before you have a.
Yeah, because it's supposed to make a seal or something. On the
yeah,
toilet bowl.
it's your job. It smell like potpourri, my fucking arse.
Right.
It's perfume for the jobby.
Yes. the way my stomach was fucking playing up, it was just a laid on top of that film.
I didn't need that mental image.
But you've got it now.
It's like a pot of mince.
Stevie! Faxiems, good evening. Flashy 1221, good evening. Dawn W. Uggles!
You would do that while I'm just about to have a drink. Uggles!
I would. UK Andy, good evening, sir, and hope you're well. Mr. Anderson, good evening, sir. Net reality, Graham, dude.
Ooh.
And we got a little follow up from last week
Yeah,
because
we
we
have.
missed one.
What?
We got Bill Richards, darling,
Sweetie.
lovely boy. We have, oh, blimey, oh my God,
It's Ian.
Paul Denby. How you doing?
Boom.
We got the ever lovely Jules Mama Vapes.
Huggles.
Huggles, darling. Proud mummy of new pups. Adam Stone, good evening.
Adam Stone came home to his wife and family.
Vapor Queen Becky. Huggles, darling. Who else we got? We got Vaping Pasty. Evening, Dawn. Huggles.
Oh my God.
I did manage to catch him taking a swig. Mark H, hope you had a good day at the shop, mate. What else have we got? Oh. Fee, good evening. Huggles. And let's have a look. I believe that's everybody. Free Rider Vapor, good evening, sir.
I think Fax is in as well. And
Yeah, North Vapor.
The chair.
Fletch Rowan. Yeah, good evening, Fletch. How you doing, mate? The chair's in. Is Bill in?
Mm-hmm.
Bill is in.
Bill is in the house.
Jenny
Bill.
Sun Designs has crept in as well.
Jenny.
Jenny. Huggles. Nice. Hey.
So I believe we've got a few, a couple of birthdays to mention.
We have.
tonight.
Oh, we do. We have a belated happy birthday to Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, matey.
I hope you had a fabulous day, dear boy. I know you went out for a meal, didn't you? So
Happy birthday, innit?
Innit? It's his birthday, innit?
Innit?
it is. This is his birthday, isn't it?
Happy a cake, innit?
Yeah. Did you have trifle and balloons?
Balloons.
Yeah, you got to have balloons for your birthday.
Nah.
Like
Jules
balloons.
never got balloons for her birthday, just for the simple fact that she gets high on fucking helium, mate. She sits with a squeaky voice, but her eyeballs look like fucking AA road maps. Like that. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, it would have been fun hearing her sing that, though,
What do you mean?
with the helium.
It'd be like a foul-mouthed chipmunk, wouldn't it?
Oh, Fax is at the hospital tomorrow.
Sorry to see that, mate.
Biopsy. Well, fingers crossed everything goes well, kiddo.
Definitely.
And we've got one more birthday.
We have the ever grumpy.
It's in
The
from Philippines,
lovely
isn't
Ben.
it? He's got a birthday. He posted up a picture of his feast. Did you see that?
That looked fab.
Posted up a picture of his feet.
Not his feet. Nah, mate. His feast. Feast.
Don't
His
miss it.
banquet.
Don't you get all fucking push on me with a banquet. It's bad enough for this cunt with his fucking dough for those taters.
Hold on. After watching what you served up at a barbecue, don't you be calling my dolphin nose potatoes.
Yeah, but at least what I served up only fucking 2 syllables.
I didn't know that chickens were yellow.
With mangoes.
Hold on.
And they
We've
got mango shoved up their bum.
Well, we turned into Derek and Clive all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, "Oi, Lola, no!" And we have Ben's birthday today, but we have the lovely Fee with a birthday tomorrow, and it's a big one.
Well,
It's a
happy
big one.
birthday for tomorrow, Fee.
Fee's joining our club. Bless. So, Fee, huge huggles, and I hope you have a fantastic day, love.
Yes, definitely. And Chris Doyle has just entered the room. Hello, Christopher.
Chris, have you just snuck in my back door? Cheeky boy.
Just tickled round the rim.
How dare? How dare? Not even a gin.
Not even a gin.
Just slid in there.
Oh my God.
What? You be careful.
Not live, dude.
No, I'm all right. It's anyway.
BFG, have you noticed the toilet paper in the background? Well, it
What
looks like
toilet
toilet paper anyway.
That ain't fucking toilet paper.
Look at that. That's a man that's ready for action.
You're a fucking refill and all.
Bill, no need. Play nice.
Why, what's Bill say?
No one sneaks in my back door anymore, BFG. They may fall in.
No, he's had the camera fitted.
Who's that? Oh, Alphonse. Hello. Right.
Talking about birthdays and things like that, I've only just realised something. I only realised it tonight.
What's that?
The channel's 6 years old.
Oh, happy birthday, channel.
Happy birthday, channel. Yeah.
Happy
I have been
birthday.
reviewing now for officially 6 years.
With a mango up his bum.
No,
Nah, that was a chicken.
that was the chicken. People just entering this show at that very moment. What the heck they're talking about?
The difference between weird and kinky.
Yeah, so I can't believe it. I'm officially 6 years old.
Oh,
Yay!
Well done. You've got to be 18 plus to be in it.
we should go up to big school now.
Can't believe it. Yeah, I have been reviewing now for 6 years.
At least that explains the shorts.
It explains the shorts.
The shorts, yes.
What shorts?
The 6-year-old short. Never mind. Forget it. It's all
I
right.
got it, but I just wasn't playing along. It was a tumbleweed moment.
Did the chicken have melon balls? Apparently so, Dawn.
There you go. I'm not wearing shorts anyway. Got my long pants on. I'm a
No, he's
big
not.
boy now. I'm
He's got-
6.
He's got shorts on. He's just put the turnips down.
He's showing off his Yorkshire tan. And that's where it is.
Oh, no. I haven't worn my shorts for ages. It's not been sunny enough. Saying that, I have still got the two-tone look, though. I look like I'm wearing white socks. It's ace.
That's worrying.
Thank you for the congratulations, guys. Yeah, can't believe it. 6 years. And then at the end of August, well, the 26th, I've been vaping for 10 years, exactly. I've not had a cigarette in 10 years.
Bloody hell.
Well done.
Congratulations, you darling.
I know. I'm not a big one for these, celebratory things, but yeah, when I realised tonight, 6 years.
Bloody hell.
I know.
Easy, Fletch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's an image I won't remember. So, have we got it? We have, because we've been talking about it since before we went on air. That post on, was it Planet of the Vapes? Oh, well, if no one's seen it, go on, BFG. You're better at telling it than I am.
I will share it into the group while I'm here.
Right, give me just a second, Paul. Because I'm going to be honest, I was fully expecting Stevie to lead on this one. Right, so Acta Medica Lituanica
That's why I wasn't doing it.
has published the worst paper of the week and possibly the decade. Strong words. However, the paper's content ratifies that beyond belief. So listen to these names, and boy, am I going to have fun with some of these. Andrew Bush, that's me starter. He's all right. Thomas Ferkel, I can live with him. Algides Avalius, Artur Mazur, Ivan Chkhad, Tamaz Magalikides. Sorry, I do apologize. Tamaz Maglakelides, Sergei Sargisan, Gevorg Boyan, Olga Sarista, Svetlana Doan, Alexander Katilov, Valery Pokiloko, Leonid Doboy, Edita Polazirvin,
Edita Pullover, that'll do.
Nina Prokochuk, Vida Tamansk, and Aranis Valius. These people are idiots. I'm going to be blunt here. They have printed this paper about vaping, and it contains some of the worst tripe you have ever heard in your life. So let's run through the errors in this paper. One, they frame vaping as a big tobacco plot. The purpose of this review is firstly to summarize the effects of tobacco and especially nicotine, then discuss how it relates to the latest attempts of the tobacco industry to profit from nicotine addiction, namely electronic cigarettes. Okay, so there's an argument for and against, but not everybody's big tobacco. Yeah,
I mean, it's like what he already says in the article that you're reading. E-cigarettes was created by other people that had no relationship whatsoever to big tobacco. Yes, big tobacco is involved with e-cigarettes, but it's still basically a non-tobacco company.
The next error, they misattribute claims. These products are not merely harmless water vapor. Who the bloody hell in the vape industry has ever said they are?
Nobody.
That quote, as mentioned in the article, is lifted directly from the United States Surgeon General, who I doubt has ever vaped in his life. So come on, boys, get your act together. They present data extrapolations in place of actual studies. So the quote is more worrisome because of perceived lower health risks. E-cigarette use has increased amongst pregnant women, increasing exposure of the unborn children to nicotine and other toxic inhalants. That runs directly contrary to the data published by the NHS.
And that was their quoting Stanton Glantz on that one.
Exactly. And we all know what a dick he is.
Okay.
Error 4, we've got conflating independent companies with big tobacco. So increasingly, the industry is owned or controlled by tobacco companies, which is of itself sufficient to make anyone suspicious about its motives. No, this is where I get on my high horse. I am suspicious of fucking idiot billionaires who own media outlets who have got the gall to think because they have money, they can start buying off governments.
Yeah.
That's who I'm suspicious of. I don't give a toss about big tobacco. I choose whether I buy tobacco products or not. I do not have my own agenda paid for by blood money put down my throat by the WHO. Sorry, I don't like Bloomberg. Is it evident?
I'm down, boy. Take a Valium.
I will do. Fictional statements are presented as fact. The main aim of e-cigarettes is nicotine addiction. Really?
No.
Really? Nothing to do with quitting for the fags.
Yeah, absolutely none whatsoever.
Nothing to do with trying to extend lives, which is what the original inventor of the e-vape of the vapes did.
Yeah, of course it was.
I'm going to forget Paracelsus. They make up ridiculous facts in this paper. So nicotine, which is found in most e-cigarettes, is a drug of addiction and harmful to fetus and child. Even if e-cigarettes only contain nicotine, they should be banned. Really?
Why would you just vape nicotine?
Well, obviously, you've run out of nails to bang you against your genitals or broken glass to rub into your face, so you're going to decide just to vape raw nicotine.
Yeah,
Nobody vapes just pure nicotine.
and just rip your throat out.
Yeah. If you do not know the contents of an e-liquid, how can you say it's safe, especially when you do know that quality control is poor and no known carcinogens can be detected? Really? What's the FDA forcing? What's the MHRA forcing? And we'll move on to that in the next bit. You have to list everything that is in your e-liquid.
Yeah, of course you do.
If it's kosher e-liquid.
I mean, let's face it, the European Union and us have got probably the highest restrictions on e-cigarettes in the world. When it comes to actual liquid and what they've got to contain, to the actual devices themselves.
The next one really makes my blood boil. An extensive range of lung diseases are caused by acute and short-term vaping, and these far exceed any acute toxicity of smoking cigarettes. Really?
Load of bollocks.
Honestly, the amount of studies that have gone on about vaping and not one of them's managed to show it causes long-term or short-term lung disease.
So they're basing that off the dodgy stuff in America.
Yeah.
Which
Sorry, dude.
Which was nothing to do with vaping.
No.
Oh, 100%. They claim that e-liquids have additional toxicity not shared by tobacco. Really? Again, that's down to the dodgy THC cartridges. E-cigarettes are being actively and deliberately marketed to young people. Not this gem again.
No.
And the last one just shows where the money's come from. E-cigarettes are equivalent or inferior to standard smoking cessation strategies in all but a small majority of adult smokers. Generally, they are not being marketed as a smoking cessation age. Really?
Well, since NRTs have only got a 3% success rate, and vaping has got a hell of a lot higher success rate. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, as Mark pointed out, we were talking about this prior to the show. What concerns me is the amount of Eastern European names in there and European.
It's the Lithuanian medical something or other.
Right.
Vilnius University, Lithuanian Academy of Sciences. That's where the Acta Medica led to, and whatever the fuck it is.
Give Jules a hug, everyone.
Yes.
And one
a
for
big
Gaily
June.
Bops as well.
I mean, I'd be hanging my head in shame if I was anything to do with that university.
Do you know what? Since I've been vaping and all these studies have come out and all this lot, and you Stanton glances and all this lot, accountability. If you're making an official document, especially from a medical board and that lot, surely you should be accountable for what you are saying. Now, we know we are not scientists. The people in chat, I don't think we've got any scientists. I know Dawn's pretty well up there, but there's no real scientists, if you get my meaning. But we all know that this is lies. And it is basically barefaced lies that they're actually spouting. But it's an official medical document. So surely there should be some accountability for that.
Liz, bless you. I could pretend if you want. Are we playing dress up again, Liz?
Ooh, Liz in the nurse's outfit.
I mean, the thing is, it is shocking to think that this came from the Vilnius University for Medical Science.
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, if this is the shit that they're coming out with regarding vaping, what other shit are they coming out with regarding other medical conditions and things like that? It's actually bloody scary.
Also, if you
100%.
actually read in the document that Steve's reading, they got paid to do this. They got a salary.
And hence my comment at the end where it said it was less effective than standard NRT products. It's ridiculous.
But surely, if this is what gets me about the whole thing with vaping, is especially when you're coming out with documents like this, official documents, there should be some sort of accountability.
Well, Dawn's just put a comment in, the scrutiny you have to undergo to publish is ridiculous. And she knows, because guess what? In 30 days, she gets published in a medical journal.
Right, I've just done a little bit more research into this. Now, the first name you mentioned there, Andrew Bush, is from the Imperial College Centre for Paediatrics and Child Health in London. He's also a member of the National Heart and Lung Institute of London and Royal Brompton Harefield NHS Foundation Trust. And he's put his name to this.
That's shocking.
Now, I don't know, the one I've just clicked on here now, I don't know if that is the same. It possibly is. I think it might be. Yeah, it is. Yeah. There's more to it. Actually, if you click on the link, it actually takes to the university's page of their the fuck's the word I'm looking for? That thing on the computer. You know what I mean? Anywho. And
Hi, John.
it's the names that's in this. I mean, I know that some of them are unpronounceable, but they're from all over the world. Thomas Ferkel, St. Louis, USA. One from Vilnius, Lithuania. One from Poland, Georgia, Switzerland, Armenia, Moldova, Ukraine. Where else?
A couple more from Lithuania.
Yeah. So it is all Eastern European, apart from your man Andrew Bush from the UK, which that amazes me. He has put his name in that.
See, the thing that gets me about it is it's so like, okay, they put the name to it. Did they actually read it? Did they read it? How ridiculous they sound.
Guys, you want to read the rest of it? Seriously, I mean, the Planet the Vapes have only taken little snippets out of it, but you want to read the rest of this. It is a joke. It is a joke, and we know it. It's a joke what is written there. But this is a published article in a medical journal. Even though it's Eastern European or whatever, it's still a published bloody article in a medical journal.
And they even mix up Ivali and vaping.
See, the problem, I mean, it's another thing that really winds me up. When that was going off, they kept on saying about vaping. Well, vaping is a verb. It's like riding a car. It's exactly the same. It's what you actually do. Vaping is what we actually do. The substance that we vape is totally different. And people just can't distinguish the difference. It's crazy.
Oh, I've just found a quote of a longitudinal study of American high school students found electronic cigarette use was associated with subsequent initiation of tobacco use, and the frequency of use of both increased over time, consistent with nicotine addiction. Vaping is a one-way ticket for CYP to progress to cigarette smoking. Well, boys, let's wind back 4 years. That's already been disproven.
Yeah, time and time again. Huggles to Bunny. Huggles!
Bunny! Yeah, I mean, absolute balls. Absolute balls. Well, we'll move on from the balls and we'll head up towards the shaft. because I fear UKVIA may have done so to us. The MHRA, which is the body that acts as the authority for overseeing UK e-cigarettes and refill containers notification scheme, and implement the TRPR, have updated its guidance on new vaping products and how they can hit the market. And there's been discussions with UKVIA and trading standards. And the MHRA have said basically, due to the numerous inquiries we received about UKVIA stated, due to the numerous inquiries we received about the legality of stocking new to market products, in particular the surge in new disposables. So it would appear that UKVIA have got their targets on the disposable market. They're not happy about it. We decided it was imperative to talk to trading standards and raise this with the MRHA. The MRHA have turned round and basically said, if you cannot find the product on the MRHA's website, ask your supplier to confirm that the product complies with TRPR and has been notified to the MHRA. If a producer has not been notified of the product or does not comply with TRPR, they may not supply it to you. Anybody else thinking FDA at this point?
Well, you know what it is, don't you? All the pod systems, the disposable pod systems, are shooting over from China. And they've got Chinese liquid in them. They haven't got UK liquid in them, have they?
No.
They've got Chinese liquid in. So what's happening is that the UKVIA likes 10ml bottles. We already know that this is a fact. They like 10ml bottles because of obviously pricing, money. We're again talking about money. So when you think about it, all these pod systems, these disposable pod systems that's coming into the country, your geek bars and all that lot, they are now going to be hitting the UK market on the e-liquid side of it. And that's what this is about. This is more to do with money than it is anything else. Sorry, my phone.
And it's interesting because there's not even a secondary market with a disposable. You are never going to support British e-juice manufacturers because when you throw it away, you buy another one, which is again full of juice from somewhere else.
So that's why they'll be targeting that. But also I worry, I genuinely do worry, because if you start going down the route of it's got to be authorised by such and such a company, innovation will cease.
Well, there's also this, with the MRHA being involved, this is almost a backdoor to what...
well, it's backdoor to PMTA, isn't it? Like the Americans are having.
Well, not just that, but is it a medical device?
Exactly. I mean, we fought that back in 2014.
Exactly.
Got a couple of people that's come in, Craig Brown and Grumpy Old Ben's in. So, happy birthday to you!
Balls. I hope you enjoyed your feast, dude.
Yeah, that was some mighty feast, wasn't it?
That was fabulous. That was superb. Now, Dawn said about her publishing experience, they've gone through hell, 4 years research, 9 months of scrutiny of experts checking what they intend to publish is correct. And then how can that get through that sort of process?
It can't, surely.
Well, this is it. Now, this is the Brit process, yeah? To get into this particular medical journal, you have got to send it for peer review. So they send it to an expert on the subject that you are publishing the paper in.
The thing is, though, we are talking Eastern European.
Well, we are, but I'm amazed this Bush guy's put his name to it, as you say.
You say Eastern European, but surely under the European, if it's based in Europe, surely the European Union have got very similar criteria that we have.
You would think so. But...
You would hope so. The problem is, as I said to you guys before we came on air, Denmark, Holland. You know, they're all going down this flavour ban route.
Mm.
John, good evening.
Fist bump. See, I can't. I just when you've got a document like that that's got just barefaced lying,
Yeah,
and that's what it is. It's lying to people. Now, are these people that are sort of like part of the Who? Are they related somehow to the Who? Because it sounds like the Who.
True.
Because as far as I'm aware of, I could be totally wrong, but as far as I'm aware of, there are no carcinogens in e-liquid and the production of vapour. Nicotine is definitely not a carcinogen.
Nope.
So what are they basing that on?
I'd love to know. I really would.
I mean, and the way that the wording it, they're almost trying to say that smoking a cigarette is better for you than having a vape.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, really?
It kind of beggars belief. You wonder whether they've actually got their information from tabloids.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's so like, as an adult and as an intellectual adult, surely they must think, if I get found out with this, if my name's associated with this, I'm going to look a right twat. Surely, because there was that many things on it that have been debunked and disproven. It's so like, it's just a pure joke.
Yeah, but Stanton's been getting away with it for years. And this is straight out of the Stanton Glance playbook. But anyway, shall we move on from this horrible debacle and shine the spotlight firmly on Mr. Porter?
Why? What the fuck have I done now?
I think you've got some catching up to do. Have you done your homework? Don't tell me the dog ate it.
You can't blame Jules this time.
No. Can't. Right. So, as I unfortunately missed last week's show because of stomach bug and all that kind of stuff, I actually missed out on the juice review. So, I'm going to give you my tuppence worth. So, first one I'm going to review is Glamour. Now, I watched the show last week and it was a hit with you two boys, so I'm looking forward to trying this.
Mark's in trouble.
Why am I in trouble?
In trouble.
Oh, I never meant that. Oh, gosh, no, I didn't mean that.
Sorry, I'll give her a bone later.
Oh, gosh, no, Jules. I meant nicking his juice. No. Oh, gosh, no. Huggles, definitely not. That's you, that.
What?
I'm blaming you for that.
Who? You said it, mate.
I turned around and said that you can't blame Jules for him not doing his own work.
I made an innocent comment about the dog eating his own work. You linked it.
I'm sitting back and watching this. Carry on.
Go on, you. Get sucking on your vapour. Show the ladies and gentlemen the bottle and all that good stuff. You've got a juice review all on your own here.
I've done well. You two were waffling shit. Try to dig yourselves out a hole. Ha ha. So, I'll reiterate. First one I'm trying is Glamour, the Raspberry Ripple. Very nice on the knuckle test. But I'll do it again, seeing as you two are at it.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Mike. Fist bump. Glamour. Raspberry Ripple.
I'll get my big fat face out of the way, so that's a fucking focus. As you said last week, Mark, I love the bottles. And it was something I was going to actually do a little bit of research on, but Graham actually told us what it says around the outside, and that kind of made it even better. For those that missed that, if you never saw last week's show, it's actually written in runes round the outside, and it's actually something that Wayne Hussey, the lead singer of the Mission, says at the very start of God's Own Medicine album. It's I still believe in God, but God no longer believes in me. And Graham's actually put that on his bottle, so kudos to Graham for that. So anywho, I fucking lost my fucking mod now. Back in a sec.
Doom doo doom doo doom doo doom doom doo doom doom.
Knuckle test. Yeah, I'll agree with you, Mark. You're getting that. It's that kind of raspberry sauce.
Mm.
But there's a slight vanilla in the back of it, obviously with the ice cream base, just on the knuckle test. So
it kind of reminded me, you know, when you've had raspberry ripple ice cream, you've eaten it, and that residue in the bottom of your bowl that you lick with your finger.
Yeah, see, we get. I mean, I don't know if you guys get it in England, but when the ice cream vans and things like that used to come around Glasgow, we'd go out and you get a cone or whatever, but you get the raspberry sauce poured over the top of it, that thick raspberry sauce. That's what that reminds me of. Anywho, so Jane S with the Asgard Mini on top, usual device. So we'll give this a blast. Talk amongst yourselves, people. I don't like it.
You lying git.
See, the thing is, though, Betty, you said that too quickly to be true.
I know, but I think when my eyebrows nearly went to the back of my head, I think that poor kid. That is gorgeous.
In that creamy mouthfeel, lovely.
I think what we said last week is it still holds true. If you was blindfolded and you had given two juices, you'd swear blind both of them were from the Rochford Project.
Yeah. But it's so smooth that the blend between the ice cream and the raspberry, because sometimes I find raspberry vapes, they can be either too sharp at times, and some of them you get that artificial taste often. That's beautiful. That's a fantastic mix. That.
And Jules has already claimed it.
Yeah, no, I just seen that. Did I? What dick? Oh,
you're right there, dude.
Oh.
He's sucked on Satan's scrotum.
Yeah, I've just lost a fucking lung.
Honestly, that raspberry, absolutely gorgeous.
And it leaves
like
that raspberry leaves that nice, sweet raspberry taste on your tongue.
Oh. And a little update, I tried it in a pod. I tried it on the Oblix 60. Wow. Absolutely stunning.
You certainly did, Ben.
If you haven't tried that, you haven't bought this yet, go and buy it. What you're waiting for? Honest to goodness, that is stunning.
It's lovely, isn't it? It really is a nice, all-rounded. There's no harsh chemically taste or anything like that. It is just. It's just lovely.
It's so smooth. The more I vape on it, the more flavours I'm getting coming through as well.
And that's what I found.
I'm sure there's a hint of coconut in it.
Now, if you remember what Graham said last week, there is no sweetener in that. And I was amazed by that. The man's an alchemist.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That is it. You're getting... What I'm getting is the undercurrent of the vanilla ice cream base that's on it. And then the raspberry ripple itself is coming through that a little bit later. but it's the raspberry that's leaving the nice aftertaste on your tongue.
Mm.
The vanilla flavour, if it is vanilla, but if it's VPIC that is used on it, that kind of dissipates, and it leaves the after of a lingering raspberry.
Mm.
Mm.
That, yeah. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Right, all right, stop sucking it. There won't be anything left for me. Oh, there'll be plenty left for you, darling.
I say.
I am not going to comment on that. I'm definitely not getting into trouble.
So that's the. Sorry, I'm straight away for the mic here. Just put this one here. Fuck's my thoughts there. Thought I'd lost my top cap there. So next one is the Vitalize, which is the Kendall mint cake.
Yeah.
It is.
Now, I'm a bit like Mark. There's
I
certain...
like a bit of you and all.
Hi, Steve. There's certain vapes that are certain flavors that trigger heartburn with me, or acid reflux, whatever you want to call it. Mint being one of them. I love my mint vapes, don't get me wrong, but there's certain ones I just cannot. I cannot vape them for any length of time. Brew makes one. It's like a muddy mint. It's bloody gorgeous. That I can vape all day long. But there's other mint vapes out there that I can't. Even after 5-10 minutes, I'm like, whoa, fucking reaching for the Rennie. So it'd be interesting what this is like. Now I've been doing a little research on Kendall mint cake because Graham, bless him, sent me up a bar of Kendall mint cake because I had never ever tried it. And I was intrigued to actually what it was because when you hear, oh, it's Kendall mint cake, I was actually thinking of a baked cake that had bloody mint in it. I thought, that's not going to work. But I was pleasantly surprised when I opened it up, and basically what it is to me, being a Scottish, it's tablet. But it's white, whereas tablet is more of a caramel colour. Whereas the Kendall mint cake is white, but with that peppermint.
Yep.
Which, I mean, it hits you in the face. As soon as you open that packet, wow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was originally designed, but it's basically, I think it's probably one of the first ever energy bars.
Right.
It was designed for the hill walk.
It's basically pure sugar. Was it sugar, milk, and peppermint essence? I think it is. So it's basically pure sugar. So speaking really, it is an English version of Scottish tablet, or tablet's a version of this. But whereas Scottish tablet, it's sugar, butter. Let me get this right: sugar, butter, condensed milk, and if you want, you can add vanilla essence to it. So it's basically it's a fucking sugar rush. A diabetic's nightmare, as Mark will testify to. It's just an out and out sugar rush. So this is going to be interesting as to how this compares to tablet in one sense, but also it's the mint. If this is going to kill me or not. So here we go. Knuckly test first, because the mint peppermint's gorgeous.
Yeah, the peppermint really is.
And it's not that mint that when you open the bottle, you go, what bloody hell? That is really mint. It's nice, it's smooth. There's a creaminess in there as well.
When I first smelt it, it kind of reminded me, you know, when you were a kid and you did cooking, they used to make mint imperial type things. It had that kind of a smell for me.
Now, with only having tried Kendall mint cake once, I can't really make that much a comparison from this to the Kendall mint cake. But what I can compare it to is it Kendrick's mint sweets, chocolate mints? Do you know the ones you get the say a bit so big? You normally get them at Christmas time. They're like fancy after eights if you want for a better word.
Rice peppermint cream, that sort of flavour.
Yeah, kind of. But these, I'm sure it's Kendrick's. I'm fucking probably wrong, but I know you always get them at Christmas time. That they're quite large, round peppermint but they're coated in, I think it's plain chocolate.
Yep.
That's the peppermint or the fondant part of that is what I'm getting with this on the knuckle test. So, but we don't vape with our knuckles, so that's a good.
Speak for yourself, darling.
Oh, you
I
drag
can't
you.
wait to see him vape it. I'm so looking forward to this.
Oh yes, it's a fucking new coil, you fucking dickhead. Scanning. It's a fucking pain in the arse. Right, so here we go. Gen S again with the Asgard Mini on top. 66 watts, fully open, doing a Vic here. And away we go.
3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Now, I know you said last week, Mark, to you it was like toothpaste. I was dreading this. I really was dreading it because I know that there is a lot of mint vapes out there, and basically that's what it is. It's like fucking toothpaste. That is lovely.
Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. It is good. For a person that I can't stand mint.
The peppermint, it's not overly strong.
No, it's smooth, isn't it?
As a baby's bum. But it's that creaminess that's in the back. It's I must might sound a bit stupid, but it's like vaping silk.
Yeah.
To me, it's that rush. Fuck off, Jules. Yeah, it's silky smooth. The big tail is. I mean, I won't do it obviously. What I'll do is I'll vape this for the rest of the show, which isn't that long anyway. But I'll vape this for the next 15-20 minutes, and I'll see if this brings on the heartburn. But so far, that gets a big thumbs up from me, along with the Raspberry Ripple. I know you guys gave it marks out of 10 last week. To be honest with you, these are both winners, so I'm going to give both of them a 9 out of 10.
Good man.
Good man.
But yeah, guys, honestly, these are.
Now, I thought last week that mint is a perfect sort of vape for later in the year.
Yeah.
Do you
Or
know
after a big meal.
That's what I was just about to say. That's a nice, it's a refreshing vape for after a meal.
You've had a big, gorgeous Jules Mama vape dinner, and you're just going to settle down and chew the fat with your mates and just have a vape.
With your smoking jacket and carpet slippers on.
What are you smirking at?
Nothing.
What have I said wrong now?
Nothing. Is just my twisted mind.
I'm in heaven.
It's good, isn't it? It really is. I mean, I don't like mint. I really don't. But that, it was good.
You get for me especially, on the inhale, the creaminess or the milkiness, whatever it is he's mixed this with. Again, the guy's a genius because the blend is absolutely perfect. There's nothing overpowering each other, if you know what I mean. You know, as I say, I don't know what actually is in it, and I'm not going to start taking that apart because my taste buds ain't that good. I'm not like some of these guys that can actually tell you what fucking manufacturer, what, you know, what concentrates what. I just can't do that. But that, on the inhale, I'm getting that rich creaminess with a little hint of the peppermint. On the exhale, I'm getting that stronger blast of peppermint. That's yeah. Buy it, people.
Is it me or can I hear Albatross in the background?
He's chilled. I've just put the link up for the Amatorium page. Get yourself across there. Unfortunately, you've missed the discount on the launch, but get yourself across there. It is well worth every
Oh
penny.
god, yeah.
Talk amongst yourself, chaps.
I say.
Just needs one of those dressing gowns, doesn't he now? And leather chair.
What are you talking about, the dressing gown with the dragon on the back?
Oh, the smell of Old
Don't
Spice.
start with dragons and things like that. No. He's already got me in trouble.
How dare you, sir?
Graham, Mr. Net Reality. Thank you so much.
They're awesome.
He's,
Absolutely.
I bow down to you, sir. Seriously. I'm lost for words and it's not like me.
Bless you. Right, if you whack, but Graham's just said the code's active, so if you get yourself across to the Amatorium page.
No!
What?
I didn't call Jules a dragon.
Thank God for that.
Sorry,
If you put in SoulOhm 10, you will get a 10% discount
You will.
off the basket price.
one other thing while Graham's still here. See if you ever decide to put that in a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, I'd buy
Oh
it.
yeah.
I want one.
It's like we were saying before we went live last week. I'd have that as a tattoo.
Mm.
I think it looks awesome. I really do.
And you know, it is so poignant with his logo, with the Yggdrasil and the yin and yang, because it's that blend. And he's put that design as his juice.
Mm.
It's a perfect blend. It's that perfect. You know, it's.
I mean,
And
the
it's-
artwork, the artwork alone's fantastic. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not just blowing smoke up Graham's arse here, but
I will.
you've got the blend
Paper.
on the logo, and by God, you've got the blend in the bottle.
Hmm.
That is some top quality juice. And I know because I've destroyed a bottle of it in a day and a half. So.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
totally agree with you.
we need Amatorium merch.
Black hoodie, logo on the back.
I was
Definitely.
I was thinking more of a thong, but whatever floats your boat.
My inner emo needs an outfit.
Thing is, I've still got I'm fucking raving on about the mission yet again. I've still got my meet and greet with these guys next year, hopefully, and I would love to have that on a t-shirt with that in the front and say to Wayne Hussey, that's what that says.
Mm.
Because it's a fantastic logo.
Mm.
And I do like the quote from the mission. That's absolutely brilliant.
For those of you who haven't seen it, again, there it's there. I'm trying to get a fucking better picture of my fat face out of the way. Focus, you bastard.
Play nice.
There we go. Fucking hell. Anywho.
So there we go. Mr. Porter's thoughts on the ever gorgeous.
There you go,
Amateur.
ladies and gentlemen. Full screen for you.
Yes, I'm rather moist at the moment.
I'm not surprised, dear boy.
Well, I've just put the image on the screen, full size. I think it's
Wow.
fantastic. I really do. There you go.
Yes. Does look rather good on screen.
It does, doesn't it? It looks ace. I just think it just looks banging. Like I said, I'd have that as a tattoo.
Apparently, that one says something different round the outside.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right, that's
Ooh.
Graham, did they all say something different now the outside, or is it
That one probably says you're showing the wrong sodding image.
Well, it's typical me, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, they two are the same.
Excellent.
So neutrality. What does it say on that one then?
You know what? Graham, don't put it in chat. Let people figure it out for themselves, because I'm going to go into Rune Finder and I'm going to figure it out.
Okay. I'm not that clever, me. Was it roomfinder.com or something?
Yeah, there's if you just put in runes, right? Different depending on what ones it is, but I think they're much of a muchness, to be honest with you. But it's like Norse runes, and it'll give you the alphabet.
Oh, the Ogren.
And you just try and work it out for there.
Nice one. Ah, there you go. All say the mission quote except the reveal.
Right.
There you go.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben. Yes, I did notice.
Say I would. Oh, so if you missed the post, there's no UK VS tonight.
Yeah, they're off for a fortnight.
Apparently, Vic's off his face on tramadol at the minute, bless him. So,
And I believe our Aiden's in Wales.
Aiden, what's partner? I say that again.
I believe our Aiden's in Wales.
As in the country.
As in the country. I think he's meeting up with Darth Vader.
did you just have the same mental image I did then, Stevie?
Yeah. Free Willy's never going to look the same again.
Hello, Liam. Hope you're very well.
Oi, gent. What's going? All sorts.
Going round the bend. And I'm going to get
Slowly
beaten to
but
hell
surely.
next time I go up to Jules.
Well,
Because
you
these
say
two.
defensive things. Oh, man. You can't blame us for your mouth, mate.
I got a pretty mouth, I have.
Anybody else hear banjos?
Squeal, Bubba, squeal.
Oh, bless you. So, I don't know if anybody saw what Steamcray's offering, but they appear to be going down a very different direction to where they've gone before.
You're not kidding. The mini robot. Look how small that is for Steamcrave. I think this is the smallest tank I've ever seen Steamcrave do.
I want to know is why they called it the mini robot.
I think it's because of the lugs on the top. These are your airflow.
Oh, right, okay.
You little lugs they are that you take out. And obviously if you look, it kind of roboty. It looks like Dalek's ears. You know the light bits that light up?
All right, okay.
Yeah, you know when they talk, you can't really see it from there.
Thank Christ it wasn't gold, because I thought it would be fucking C3PO's dick.
But it's heavy.
Stevie's hand.
I was surprised at how heavy this is. Considering it's a single 18650, it's a single coiler, but it's got some weight behind it. You know, you've got a piece of metal in your hand, and the actual chamber itself, this all splits in parts as well. So yeah, interesting. I only got it yesterday, and I slapped a quick build in it, and yeah, so far so good. It's got 3 settings. Got like low, medium, and high in voltage range. I think it goes from 3.5 to 4 volts or something, or just over 4 volts, something like that. Well, yeah, it's nice. Kind of reminds me, we were saying, is it the kick? The original kick. It's kind of got one of them kind of thingamajiggies, you know, to control it, to make it regulated. Yeah, but so far, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Regulated.
But I'm not a big mouth to lung fan, so I might take these lugs out and see if I can get it like a semi-restricted direct to lung.
He's asking how's the flavour.
flavour, not too bad, to be honest with you. The present moment, I won't say it's okay, but I've got, like I said, I only got it yesterday, so I'm still playing around. I've got to put a couple of different builds in it and that lot. Try some different juices with it, so before I do a review. So at the present moment, okay. I wouldn't say it's crap or anything like that, but the flavour, okay. But that might be more down to my build.
Gailey, Peter K. Garlic bread, except garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
But it is a very different direction for Sting Crowd, though, isn't it? Mouth to lung rather
Yeah,
than.
no.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They have brought out a few mouth to lung tanks, right enough, but to come out with a whole device like that.
Is this the Steam Crave answer to the pod?
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. But in saying that though, it's rebuildable.
Yeah.
Which
it's
appeals
rebuildable,
to
holds a single 18650.
Mm.
And it looks nice as well. I think it looks really nice.
And it's lovely and it's nice and safe for people who are wanting to try and get into that kind of mech-ish-esque style.
It's interesting though, because there was quite a big sort of shift from the mech heads to the pods.
Yeah.
So maybe this is an answer to that.
See, me personally, as much as I try and mouth to lung, it don't beat a nice chug of vapor. I'm sorry.
No, I'm kind of with you, to be honest with you. I think that because I've been vaping direct to lung for quite a while now,
Hi, Zan.
see you later, Zan. The mouth to lung vaping for me is too much an effort. You know, for what you get, you're sitting there, but especially if you're dialing in that low, your airflow and stuff, and you're like, the time you make a good lungful of vapor, you're passed out on the bloody floor.
It's just I always find mouth to lung very, very strange. I mean, obviously, when I smoked a cigarette, that's how you kind of smoked a cigarette. You did a mouth to lung. But even when I first started vaping, right at the beginning, obviously I first started on mouth to lung, and it never quite. It got me off the cigarettes, but it just never quite
did it for you.
Yeah, and then I got into SoulOhming quite early, and it was so like, where have you been all my life?
I failed on my first vape attempt because of mouth to lung, and I went straight on to direct to lung the second time. Different game changer altogether. Yeah. It was. I seem to remember, what was it, the first one? Oh, it was the Innikin. It was the tank that came with the Innikin mini box. That's what I first tried to start vaping with, and forget it.
I see. For me, this is just me. I can't say for anybody else. I think the reason why I struggle with mouth to lung more than anything else is because you don't, even at high nicotine. I mean, I was vaping at 32 nic at the time. I don't know what I'd be like now at 32. Probably, see white elephants and that lot. But it just, how can you put it? The absorption rate of having a cigarette compared to vaping is totally different. With a cigarette, you get that instant hit, and you are satisfied. With vaping, because it takes a longer time for your body to actually absorb the nicotine, I just don't find it. I'm constantly in my mouth all the time. An e-cigarette, darling, an e-cigarette. When the mouth to lung in, constantly. Whereas if I vape like this, like I now do, it's so like I can put this down and leave it for quite some time before I have another vape. But a mouth to lung, I'm on it all the time.
I do find when I'm using the boost, I'm on it more. The Oblix, because I seem to get more vapor out of it, that does get put down. But
So what are you guys like in chat? Are you more SoulOhm, Clouds Bro Clouds, or are you mouth to lungers?
I'm getting concerned because Dawn says she needs a new tank. Yeah, but every time she goes shopping, I end up buying something.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, my shiny itis is bad.
So Flashy's a direct to lung, yeah.
I've no fees are direct along.
So Bunny, you're more mouth to lung, right?
Gailey's direct.
Faxi likes dripping.
Liam's Cloud Bro Clouds on an RTA. Bill's Super Sub-Ohm.
So yeah,
Jules is
most people in chat are direct to lung.
Yeah. RDL or DL for Adam. DTL and RDA's all the way for Graham. Norse is DTL. See, yeah, I find that interesting. I mean, there are times, and I will hark back to my smoking days. You know, that drag on the fag, the little bit of resistance, that was part of the relaxation. But I just don't get that with vaping.
See, the only tank, and I can say this, the only tank that is semi mouth to lung that I've used is the Arbiter Solo. But I've got that fully wide open, but it's one of them, you just have it a bit lower wattage and you can actually draw on it for longer. So you're getting that smoother, longer vape. That's as close to mouth to lung that I like to get to. But even then, after when I've been on the Arbiter Solo, wide open, after so long, it's all like, yeah, back to Old Faithful and have a chug.
I do love my Arbiter. I mean, that is such a silky smooth draw on that. But that is more, that's my morning Voop. Yeah.
And Sam's got the Fat Rabbit. Love it. Won't be using nothing else for a bit. I've heard a lot of good reports about the Fat Rabbit, got to admit.
Not tried it.
No, I ain't tried it at all. But, I mean, it's definitely Steam Crave-esque style anyway, which I've already got quite a few Steam Crave versions, so...
Ah, that's interesting. Mush has just put on looking forward to Bogan's new single coil RTA.
That looks really nice. That deck looks really nice because it's almost encasing the airflow goes round the actual coil. That looks quite interesting. That.
It's good to see that there's more stuff coming out now.
You've just tried the Next Mesh Pro with a single coil build deck. So far, so good. Awesome.
That is a cracking little tank. That.
Doesn't Wotofo own them now?
Yeah, it's part of the Wotofo brand, but lovely draw on it. I really enjoyed the flavour on that as well.
Yeah, I did a review when it first came out. I had problems the first edition. I had it, and then they sent me another one, and it were all right.
I must admit, I felt lucky. No problems from the start. But,
I've been tempted. I tell you one thing. I keep on meaning to buy them. The QPs. A lot of their QP designs are really nice stuff.
To be honest, never tried one.
I've never tried one. I've got to admit, I've never tried one. But you know when you're scrolling through Instagram and that lot. Well, I'm part of their group, and I obviously follow them. And some of their stuff that they've designed looks fantastic. Really do. I think they're Canadian.
Yeah. See, I always loved the look of the Brun Hills. You know, that cage around the glass.
Oh,
that is gorgeous.
This one.
That's the baby. Yes.
Awesome RTA. or RDTA, should I call it. The only downside I've got with this is filling it. You've got a little port at the side here, and it's like a non-return valve.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got your nib perfect, it either takes absolute ages for it to fill the tank, or you end up with juice everywhere. Lovely flavour of it though, and the way that the coils underneath wick is fantastic.
Oh, there you go. Apparently, it was your review, yours and SoulOhm, Vic's review, that helped him give it a go. Easy
bless
build
you.
and first timer.
Thank you.
I've got the QP Juggernaut V2. It's awesome. That's Adam Stone.
I think
Yeah.
Joe's got a couple of QP design tanks kicking about, but I couldn't actually tell you what ones it is she's got.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I do like a bigger tank now. TPD was a real pain in the arse.
Yeah, it is with tanks. I mean, it's like I've just reviewed this one, the Torch. It's like I said in my review, it's a cracking tank. It's designed really well, but what kind of lets it down is its feature that you got this glowy light all the time, and if you could turn that off, do you know what I mean? It was sort of like,
There's nothing wrong with a gay disco ball on top of your
there's
mod.
nothing wrong with a disco ball now and again. Nothing wrong with it at all. But this, I'd almost go to say it's better than the Zeus X. I know.
There's fighting talk.
It is. Because it's like a hybrid between the Zeus X, the Arbiter, and obviously your Dead Rabbit, because you've got the Dead Rabbit deck. But it's got elements of the Zeus X with the way that it's got the chimney and everything. And then obviously the more look of it, it more looks like the Arbiter. And honestly, it's a fantastic vape. It really is. But them lights, if you could turn them off or dim them down a bit, yeah.
As a man that cut his teeth on Direct Along on the X Cube, and if you remember the disco lights on that bad boy, that was awesome because I could link my phone to it as well.
Oh, God.
It had Bluetooth. Oh, it was awesome. Liam's just put, oh, that's a big statement.
It is a big statement because, honestly, the way that it looks, the design of it and everything, I think it's lovely. I really do like it.
Mr. Anderson, you are correct. It's hard to stealth vape with that, especially when you've got a group of
This is
40-year-olds
the
dancing around that
Torch,
handbag.
Sam. It's the Torch from Digiflavor, which I believe is part of Geek Vape anyway. I could be wrong. Am I wrong or right, sirs?
I don't know, mate.
I'm almost certain Digiflavor's got some relationship with Geek Vape. Anyway, you can see the Geek Vape designs in this, and you can see because the guy that designed the original Zeus X is the same guy that designed the Arbiter, the original big one. What's it? Justin Lee.
Justin Lee.
So you can see where they've got the designs for this, but yeah, it's the flashy lights that kind of spoils it after a while. Yeah, Digiflavor is Geek Vape. Yeah, I thought it was.
Yes, they are. That was interesting because I put in Digiflavor Geek Vape and it came up with the Aegis and all sorts there. But, yeah. See, flashing lights. Yeah, I know what you're saying, and it's nice to turn the buggers off.
Yeah.
But I do like a bit of disco ball now and again.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's a good talking point and everything, and it looks cool when it goes. You're definitely going to see your juice levels at dark.
Oh, there's a bonus. Problem
honestly,
is, though,
when in dark, hang on a second.
can you imagine it though? You're on the M1, there's some geezer in an 18-wheeler vaping on that.
Imagine driving down a dark road and you happen to glance in your rear view mirror. You'd think you were in a scene from Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
It's not one you take dog in, is it?
Oh, you would know.
Yeah. How dare you, sir?
But yeah, it's such a shame you can't turn them off.
I've never had that problem, mate.
I'm gonna have a look once I've got rid of this juice. I'm gonna see if you can take it apart
Get rid of the LEDs.
and get rid of the LEDs. Yeah. Unfortunately, the 510 pin is not. It's flat. So there's no. So like you can't stick a screwdriver in it to undo the deck.
Right.
But there's enough space in there to get a small pair of pliers, so you might be able to unscrew it.
Intriguing. But I mean, that's all well and good when you've got a nice fresh batch of juice in and coil, etc. What happens when it goes a bit?
I'll carry all 5 now. I can manage 2.
Right, you ready?
You're getting too big for me to carry 5 in your hands anymore.
Oh,
I've got Mark's favourite.
Can only manage to carry 2 up now.
oh, thank you, Jules.
You're all right. I used to be able to carry all 5.
Oh.
You're big now for my hands.
No, I didn't.
By the way, I'm not a dog or a dragon.
I know you're not.
I'll slap your ass.
Oh.
Promises, promises.
I said.
I'm going to hold you to that, Jules.
It's more fun when she holds you.
Oh, the black one's gorgeous. Just
I
with
want
the
tramp stamp.
little white accents on board. It's so cute.
I want tramp stamp. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was tramp stamp actually.
Was it?
I think so.
With the little brown and white.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it into my head. Tramp stamp was the black and white.
No.
Oh, they're gorgeous. We do like a little puppy action.
Well,
No, not like that.
yeah, you said that earlier too. No, that was Mark actually made that fuck up, then, wasn't it? as he says, hiding under his hat. Oh, no,
Oh, see, we're becoming a channel of animals.
Why not? I love doggies.
Well, it was lovely. We were cuddled up in bed, and the next thing you know, all these pictures suddenly appeared of all these little pups. It was gorgeous. They were so cute.
Oh.
Only 2 weeks, and I can come for cuddles. Oh,
You see, Gail, you're so lucky you can do that.
Yeah, the thing is, we need to keep contact down for the first 3 weeks of their life.
Yeah.
In case anybody brings anything in. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's just Jules and I can just sit and cool over them.
oh dear, what a pity! How sad.
I know, it's a hard life.
Especially when you try to carry them up the stairs. I mean, God, the first couple of days we were actually carrying them up in a Tupperware box. They were that small. Considering, I mean, for anybody out there that's bred dogs, I mean, that's Shih Tzus that we have. It was a Shih Tzus I had on fucking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but that's another story. We'll get back to that. Anyway, we used to be able to get the 5 of them into a little Tupperware picnic box about that size. Not now. And they're not even a week old yet.
Well,
They've virtually doubled in weight in less than a week.
How's Mummy doing?
She's doing great. She's doing absolutely fine. She was a little bit stressed out initially because the first litter she had, there was only 2, Leah and Monty. But she's had 5 now, so it's a bit of a culture shock, I think, for her. I think she was like, where the fuck did all these come from? But bless her, I mean, she went into labour Hey, I think it was about 12:30 on Saturday morning. I got up to get into the toilet and I come back up and I said that something's not right with Leah. She's panting. And I'm saying to myself, she can't be going into labour yet because she's not due to next week. So I got my pillow and I laid down on the floor with her and I'm just stroking her and that kind of stuff, trying to kind of calm her down a bit. And then the panting was getting worse and I was like, oh fuck, she's in labour. So I'm shouting, Jules, wake up. I think, Jules, I fucking ended up kicking the shit out the bottom of the bed. Jules was like, Harley Davidson trying to start a chainsaw. So I fucking wake up. She's like, Leah's in labour. What? You've never seen a woman get out of bed so quick in her life. So she was scooped up. The dog was scooped up downstairs. All the whelping thing and that was all set out. Put her in that. And she gave birth to the first one. I think it was just after 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. So we'd been up. I'd basically been up since 12:30. But by, I think it was lunchtime that day, I was fucked. I was like.
And Dawn's had babies as well. What babies you had?
Wait till you find out.
Go on then. What babies? Yeah, what babies?
No, Dawn will tell you. They're not cute. No.
Have they got more than 4 legs?
Oh, yes. Oh,
They
yes,
hiss?
they have more than 4 legs.
Yeah, I thought so. He's seen cockroaches.
Don't, because you walk in the front door and the cockroaches are there. But the crickets, which are the food for everything else in the menagerie, are on top of that. So it's lovely. You're chilled out in the evening and all you can hear is these crickets chirping. It's so chilled. They're not
Crickets
cute.
chirping and them hissing.
No, the crickets chirping's chilled. The cockroaches don't tend to hiss unless you whack some food in. Watching cockroaches devour salad is terrifying.
Devour salad?
They'll eat anything, mate.
Must be the only fucking things you eat salad then.
Don't put your hand in it. Be gone. Like piranhas.
Honest, you put the salad in, and all of a sudden this lettuce leaf will just start twitching and moving.
You see, the thing is, though, every time when you say cockroaches, I always think of Damnation Alley.
Yeah. But
I think
it could
Joe's
be,
apartment.
but it could be one of the ones for Constantine when he's rattling it.
Oh, yeah. No, every time anyone mentions them, it's Damnation Alley.
What a shit but good movie.
It was. Joe's apartment was awesome. Welcome to Joe's apartment. Hey, our Ben says the bloody cats bring cockroach presents all the time.
Yeah, no, Gail. As soon as you mention cockroaches, it's like.
There is a strange morbid fascination with them. That's all I can say. I'm not a huge fan, but they are growing on me.
Really? Whereabouts?
Makes a change for crabs.
Hey.
Yeah. No.
I
I like soft, furry, cuddly things.
Just let me. Fuck. I think it was one of those creep show. Remember the films that was out like the 80s? I'm sure it was a creep show.
Demon Knight.
They do the 4 stories.
Yeah, creep show.
Yeah.
And I think it was the one at the end of it, and I think it was like the guy who was OCD kind of thing, and he lived like in a hermetically sealed house and all this kind of shit. And I think that was at the end, because he kept seeing cockroaches all over the house. And then at the end, they just burst out every orifice. That's what I think of cockroaches.
Mm-hmm.
No. No, thank you.
They're a strange creature, cockroaches.
The only things that will still be alive after a nuclear holocaust: pot noodles and cockroaches.
And politicians.
Twinkies, by all accounts.
No, it's an inky.
A Twinkie.
No, it was an inky. Watch Mortal Engines.
The dog is gorgeous. You leave Willow alone. She's my baby. Honest to God, the dog gets so jealous. It's unreal.
Oh, Ben was saying cockroaches are as big as mice where he lives.
Well, I must admit, Dawn's got some whoppers.
What are we talking about?
Cockroaches.
Oh, I thought we're back to boobies again.
Wait.
What?
Well, you said you were laid in bed playing with puppies.
Well,
No.
you mentioned boobies earlier on.
Oh,
before
sorry,
we-
you was looking at puppies.
No, he mentioned boobies earlier on. I didn't.
No, that's what I was saying. He mentioned boobies earlier on. Because he misheard something.
Oh, yeah, because you said you like boobies, and I said, yeah, I do as well.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
That's what he sounded like.
Yeah, we know about your fucking mind works though.
Yeah, mine works pretty well.
I think you're forgiven, Mark.
Oh, thank you.
No, look in chat. Dawn's comment. Oh, now Willow suddenly decided she was going to burst into the boudoir, and she jumps onto the bed. She lies in between us and just turns into a complete tart. It's like, rub my belly.
That's how a dog should be. Yeah, totally. So, a cockroach, do they lay eggs?
Yes,
I thought so. How many eggs do they lay then?
lots. We're not talking hen, you know, I mean, just lots. Dawn's the expert. I just sort of look at him and recoil slightly in horror. But...
Yeah.
Oh, apparently not. I thought they did.
No, I didn't know if to. How.
Let's see.
You're learning it all here new.
Cockroach reproduction.
Yeah, no, you don't need to. Dawn's already there. They live birth.
Oh no, fuck that. That no, what that reminds me now. Then it was the Lost in Space. Remember when the creepy crawlies all burst out his back and oh, like you.
And I'm not even going to try and pronounce what it goes out of.
Well, that's intriguing because it looks like an egg, but it's not.
They're just little baby cockroaches.
It's a protective protein casing used to contain fertilized roach eggs. So the actual casing contains the eggs.
All
And there's
right.
a 40 in that.
I find it fascinating all like that anyway.
Welcome to the Magic Animal Kingdom by the Ohm Service Boys.
Fee. Yeah. What's the best way to
German
kill
roach
them?
is producing normal.
Tune in next week and we'll be talking about beavers.
Oh my God.
Really? Wow. So they can mate once and then give birth for the rest of their life.
Sounds like any council estate in the country.
Mate once and can spontaneously birth. So basically
And if the colony under threat can birth without mating at all. Wow. I never
I
knew
don't like that. No, I couldn't be a cockroach.
See, I find out like that fascinating. There's a fungi.
that's me, I'm a fun guy.
Fungi, hey! I think it's somewhere in like Brazil or somewhere. He's in the rainforest, and this fungi attacks a certain species of ant.
Yep.
And once the spores get into actually the ant, it takes over its brain and automatically makes it climb to the highest point. Then it locks on to whatever branch it has, literally locks on with its jaw, and then obviously dies. But then the fungi uses the body and the nutrients from the body to grow. I don't like that. Fascinating.
It's called the cordyceps zombie fungus. It's Orpheocordyceps unilateralis. Discovered by the British neurologist Alfred Russel Wallace in 1859, commonly found predominantly in tropical rainforest. Infects ants of the tribe Acampontini, with full pathogenesis being characterized by the alteration of the behavioral patterns of the ant.
Acampontini. Was that not one of the fucking things that Jawa said?
And if you want about creepy things, it's that other one that gets in snails.
Oh, don't.
Oh, have you seen that? You know, a snail's antennae, and you can see it pulsating, and it's not. It's actually like a grub that actually grows inside the snail.
You're going to give Gailey the heebies.
Well, if you're going to talk gross, weird, how nature is.
No.
Oh, yeah, them snails look weird as hell because obviously they've got the whatever, but they seem to live in the eye stalks, and you see these pulsating eyes. Oh, it's weird as hell.
So really, I mean, going back to that fungus, because the snails is gross, we're talking Night of the Living Dead for the ant.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, I mean, that is a proper... It turns an ant into a zombie.
Brains.
Oh, that'd be a fucking shite zombie film then.
Sorry?
Do you just see healthy snails running about with big baseball bats beating fuck out their friends because they're zombies? What's happened to him? I can't kill him. Why not? Because he's wearing a fucking crash helmet.
Bunny's just put, never mind giving Gail the heebies. I'm not doing too good here myself.
And we'll not even go into the fish that goes up men's willies when they're out having a wee in Blooming River.
That's fascinating. It's got a bloody great spine.
Well, it's fascinating to them that it's happened to. It's not fascinating for you.
Yes, Dawn did buy a new tarantula a couple of weeks ago. It's gorgeous. He says, I'm still twitching too. I'm checking the floor. Oh, bless.
I tell you one thing, though. Nature is one cruel girl.
Well, I won't mind. They were extensively going out so George could go to the pet shop. But all of a sudden, bing! We have pictures of new Spider. She's gorgeous, I must admit.
Yeah, but you're not going to put it on a lead and take it down the park, are you? And see if it'll catch a ball.
It'd be a long wait if a fucking snail was waiting to catch the ball, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Should have brought a flask and some fucking sandwiches.
Well said, Frank. Fluffy is lovely. She's gorgeous.
Trust me, watching Alien or Aliens, it's tame compared to what's out there, really.
Oh yes, there's nothing as scary as nature.
Really, them ants. When I watched that, I think it was David Attenborough or somebody like that it was on, and when I watched that, I was fascinated by that.
Well, it was that fish in Brazil. It actually sniffs out the urine in the urea in the stream of urine, and then swims up that and lodges itself in your urethra. And it's got a large backwards facing hook on its spine. So it actually buries that into your urethra. Sod that.
Yeah.
I mean, how the hell are you going to get it out?
peel it like a banana?
No.
That's the only way you'd probably be able to get it out. Is literally, you know.
Well, can you imagine just fucking sitting there with a fish rod with a hook down your dick trying to fucking thing it?
I'm guessing that's probably what.
Fishy, fishy, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy.
sitting in the bath waiting in the float going, whoop. Shoving maggots up it.
It'd be just my luck. I turn up at A&E and there's Marty Feldman and a pair of needle nose pliers. Yeah.
No, I don't think. I think it's because Gail Babs. I think it's what it is. We've got to that stage where we're all knackered.
Yep.
This is us lot talking knackered. Interesting, Liz. Yeah, I definitely need some gin.
And Dawn's quite correct. Kestrels do follow mouse urine via ultraviolet light, and that was something we learned. Apparently, occasionally you will see a kestrel suddenly stop dead and give a really pissed off squawk, and the reason is they've realised they've been following the stream of urine the wrong way, so they have to go back to where they started off.
So is the squeal their version of fuck?
I was killing myself when this hawk expert's telling us that. It was just hilarious. Oh, gin, yes. In fact, I think I've got a can of something fruity in the fridge, so I might give that a bash.
Okie dokie.
Or we tried those. Have you seen like the like plastic cocktail shakers? You buy them in Morrison's. You add your alcohol to it and then a bit of ice, and it makes a cocktail.
What, a bit like a short fill for alcohol?
Yeah, basically. You can get a pina colada or a passion fruit cocktail.
Yeah.
The passion fruit, you put vodka in.
You just add your own formaldehyde and you've got a drink.
Well, we tried the pina colada one, so you just add rum to it. So I had some Mount Gay here, so I whacked some of that in. Bit of ice. Wow. What a drink.
What? You added a bit of what? To what?
Mount Gay rum.
Oh. Did you fucking say that?
I did.
No, you fucking didn't.
I did. Oh,
You
God. Ben must be a bit wobbly.
Gail's on a third pint.
See, when everybody went away on a Saturday night, it wasn't with the Sunday morning, I discovered that we hadn't even opened the fruit punch.
Oops.
There's 5 litres of that still in a cool bag downstairs. Guilty.
I know I drank half a bottle of Jaeger.
Yeah.
We won't mention the Jaeger.
We won't mention the Jaeger, will we, Dawn?
That good old Scottish fresh air.
Oh, that homemade Bailey.
Oh,
so
yeah, that Bailey's gorgeous. I mean, I did well. I didn't have a drink until the Jaeger came past me.
Well, no, the thing was, it never came past you because it got to the end and you went, all that. And then you tripped getting in the fucking taxi.
Yeah, I did.
I
was going to say that is the first time I've been merry since, oh, God, a year and a half, maybe a bit more.
It was weird being the only sober one in the taxi.
It was a kind of surreal weekend. It was kind of strange, wasn't it? I mean, I'd been fucking panicking since the Friday, and John Village Vapor, and God bless fucking Andy, UK Andy as well. They stayed here and they gave me a hand to put the gazebos up. And because we knew the weather was to be changing on Saturday, although we didn't realise how fucking bad it was going to get. I went out and I bought a kind of one of these cheap pop-up gazebos. And the fucking thing collapsed. About what time was it? It was about 9 o'clock, maybe even before that. I think it was before that.
Before that.
And I think Zan was standing at one corner holding it up, and the water was just gathering in it, and then he just tipped the whole lot over the top of Gail. But yeah, that was a bit.
But it literally, as we drove up, It was cloudy, but we had no rain. We came to yours, quick hello, and then we said, right, we'll go to Premier and get sorted. From the minute we was ready for the taxi, 6:30 until midnight, it did not stop raining.
No.
It was so fun, and I so enjoyed it.
It was a Scottish monsoon.
Horrendous. The thing is, though, I mean, I know I got when the rain started to come down and the gazebo collapsed. I went, my anxiety just went fucking. I'm like, do you know what? This is ruined because of the weather and the shit gazebo, and it affected me. But this is just how my depression that affects me. But everybody else was enjoying themselves so much, it kind of lifted my spirits a little bit.
Especially when we got the half, because obviously we had the 2 legs left and you had the half, and we put that half to the other one as well. And we were all fine.
The thing was, I think when it came to about 11 o'clock, I was dying on my feet because I don't think you'll mind saying this, but at 4 o'clock ish on the Saturday morning, my phone was dinging. My iPad was fucking dinging, and I'm like, what the fucking hell is this? Aiden, somebody pick me up. I'm like, what? What do you mean, can somebody pick you up? Well, I'm coming up. And I'm like, what? I'm coming up. I'm on my way. I'm waiting at a taxi, but can someone pick me up for the train station? I'm like, wait a minute, where the fucking hell is he? And Jules tried to fucking FaceTime him, but he was still in the house, and I'm like, hold on a minute, something's not right here. And then he messaged again, he says, right, that's me, I'm in the taxi. And I'm like, fucking taxi? He's getting a taxi for Yorkshire all the way up here. And then he sent me pictures of his train ticket. Aidan decided, in his infinite wisdom, at 4 o'clock in the morning, fuck it, I'm going to Scotland. So I was up from roughly about 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to talk to Aidan, to try and decipher where he was going, what train station it was going into, how he was getting here, what time I needed to pick him up. Because he said to me, the train's coming into Waverley. I went, fuck me gently. I need to get up now, Jules. She says, what's up? I says, Aidan's train's going into Waverley, which is in Edinburgh, and we're in bloody Glasgow. So I'm like, I still needed to go to my niece's to pick up the fruit punch. I still had to go to my work to pick up all the ice blocks and stuff. And chairs. I still had to go to do a bit of shopping to get the rolls and the buns for the barbecue, and then to be back in time to drop all that off to get through to fucking Waverley through in Edinburgh to pick Aidan up. So I'm running about like a blue ass fly, and I think it was about 9:30 in the morning, I just happened to look at my phone. I was outside Iceland, and I looked at my phone. Aidan, no, it's all right. My train's coming into Queen Street. And I was like, you fucker. I could have done another 5 hours in my fucking bed. So yeah, but by about 11 o'clock on the Saturday night, I was like...
Well, I mean, let's face it, I was stood next to you when we arrived, and you didn't even realise I was stood next to you.
I didn't even know you were standing there, no. I did a fuck.
And then it was like, woo!
Well, me and you stood together at 11 o'clock at night, mate. It looked like a zombie movie because I'd just driven up.
It was a fantastic night. Unfortunately, guys, we couldn't invite everybody up to it because we just don't have the room. But it was great. It was great to see everybody.
Oh, fantastic!
Oh, what a night, though!
It was just like I said. It just wasn't long enough.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But that's always the next time.
Indeed. But we're going to wrap it up, boys.
Yeah, we can do. We've been doing it for 2 hours now.
Oh,
we've covered a lot of different subjects.
Holy fuck. Oh, something I was about to talk about and fucking I never talked about.
What's that?
It was just I was driving into work this morning and I was listening to the local radio station up here, and they're opening up a rage room in Glasgow.
They're opening up a what?
A rage room. Now apparently you can get in to these rage rooms, you pay whatever it is, I don't know how much it costs. But you can get into these rage rooms and vent your anger out on things. And you can smash up old TVs, video recorders, you name it, you can smash the shite out of this stuff.
I know there's playrooms. I'm not on about sexual deviancy.
Well, he's
But
laughing.
You can
Look,
go and if you want to go to like a horror place, you can do and things like that.
but they're opening this rage room apparently in Glasgow, and it got me to thinking: what would actually get you to such a state or a heightened sense of rage that you'd want to smash the shit out of something? What would get you that angry?
Oh, I can get very angry.
Maybe leave that to next week. Steve's thinking. Look, it gets you. It does actually get you thinking. Because that was one of the questions they asked. Because they were doing like a kind of you phone in with what gets you that angry that you would smash this place up or whatever. And I thought, do you know what? That's a great question, but I couldn't answer it.
Oh, I
Can I add to this one as well? Most people have seen the film Saw. Now, I'm not about the franchise version of it. I'm about the original Saw.
Yeah.
That always got me thinking, how far would you go to survive? Because if you actually watch the film, it's sort of like the first Saw, not the rest of the franchise, because that was just more of a gore fest than anything else. But these people was put in a situation where literally your best mate's laid inside you. Are you going to rip his stomach open to get the key out to save your own life? And I thought that was a really good question, that. How far would you go to stay alive? Or would you quite happily sacrifice yourself?
Depends who was with me.
Certain work colleagues, you're getting it. Seriously.
It's like the Rage Room. It's a very good question. How far would you go to survive? I think that was fascinating. That's what really captured me afterwards watching Saw.
The Rage Room one's a very simple answer. Everything. Seriously, everything. It's the not beating the living shit out of things that takes all the effort.
That's the control.
But if we didn't have the control,
there'd be a lot of bruised people.
Yeah, but would we turn into, what's that film where they have anarchy all for one day?
Purge.
The Purge, yeah.
Sorry, The Purge.
Now, what was... Oh, we were talking about this today at work. There was a US ship and it became disabled for whatever. And they were only adrift for 4 days.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they never get fucking peppered DLA because they're a shower of cunts.
No, they found them after 4 days, but in the meantime, the crew had resorted to rape, cannibalism, basically the darkest depths of human nature. And it was, completely covered up for so long. Because
it was like that experiment in the 70s, wasn't it, where they had them students and you had one half of the students were prisoners and the other half were the police, well, the guards.
Prisoners, prison wardens, yeah. No, I mean, that was terrifying, that experiment. Talk about bringing out the worst in people. People forget. We might think we're all these wonderful, we're this wonderful species and that. We're not. We're one step away from the bloody animals, mate.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's only a thin veneer of social acceptance that keeps us from beating the living shit out of each other.
I think it's also peer pressure as well that controls us. Also, what the consequences of doing your actions as well.
Well, that's the one, isn't it? It's the consequence.
Yeah. And a lot of it's down to your the consequences of your actions that stops you from doing a lot of things.
And your personal conscience. Yeah, but anyway, this is getting
That's
rather-
dark.
Yes.
Sorry. Ah, fuck, I've lost it now. That's it.
How to build a rage room.
No, I've been kind of trying to decipher the runes on Graham's reveal.
See, the thing is, though, with the rage room and things like that, is that encouraging?
There's a lot to be said for rather than bottling it up, which is, you know.
Because I always remember Mike Oldfield. After we'd done Tubular Bells, he went a bit, should we say, lucid, and he ended up joining like the Primal Scream things.
Well, that's what the Primal Scream's based around, isn't it? You vent everything.
Venting.
And there's mental health disorders, where you become incredibly controlled and you basically shut down all your emotion. I mean, Dawn does RODBT, and we were talking about it, and there was a scenario where they were talking about Data, Spock, and who was Dawn? Help me out. Who was the other one? Oh, 7 of 9, yeah, and how they were so controlled. And I went, well, forget that. Think about this scenario. You're in a prehistoric village, yeah, farming, agricultural village. The crops fail. Who do you make sure gets the food? The men do the work, yeah. In this prehistoric village, going back to it, the men will be the ones that do the work. The women will produce the food and look after the animals and things. You're going to let the children starve, aren't you? Well, yeah, you can always make more children.
Fucking eat them.
But there is that option.
Yeah.
Ben Butty. Not boiled Ben again, love. I'm fucking sick.
Really.
But this is how it goes. You look at animals now, especially the likes of baboons and things. It's only a modern thing that the children have to be protected. It doesn't happen in nature.
In nature, they'll get rid of the babies.
Yeah. In nature, they'll eat them if needs be. Yeah.
Threads is brilliant. I love Threads.
That was a brilliant film. Was that a film or a series?
It was a film. It was like a film come documentary. It was done in Sheffield.
Yeah.
It even has Finlay in it. I think that's what made it a bit, because Threads came out, what was it, 80... Oh, help me. Was it 82, 83, somewhere around there?
Yeah. Because remember, quite a lot of stuff came out regarding, it was all nuclear holocaust shit when it was all coming out, remember? Because that came out, and then there was that, what was the one with...
The Day After.
The one with Joe Don Baker and Bill Peck.
Isn't that the day after?
1984 was Threads.
Well, 84. Because I remember we all ended up watching that in school. That was scary. That was a scary film, but I think it was probably one of the first documentary type films, and it really was scary. But I think more because it was sort of like local. I knew exactly where they were filming and everything.
Blimey,
I think the saddest film of that is The Way the Wind Blows. You know the cartoon?
Yeah.
I think that is... I would love to see them do that as an actual live action film. Because the whole storyline behind it and everything is fantastic. It's just two retired couple. And you're seeing it through their eyes. And I just thought it was absolutely... amazing.
You need bloody therapy after watching that live action.
Well, imagine doing a modern day version of Threads, though.
Well, true.
The Bob Peck one, I think it was the Edge of Darkness. That was
That's
that was
it.
that was 1985. There was a lot of things came out that was really dark around about that time, didn't it? Regarding kind of nuclear holocaust, all that kind of stuff. And then fucking Frankie Goes to Hollywood released 2 Tribes.
Yep.
Mine is the last voice that you will ever hear. Oh, fucking hell. Cheers.
What was it? If your grandmother or any member of the family should die whilst in the shelter, put them outside.
Along with the cat.
But that was taken. You can see it on YouTube. That was a proper public announcement for the threat of us getting nuked.
My name's Mark. My name's Peds. Mine is the last voice that you will ever hear.
Do not be alarmed.
Do.
Everything's doom and gloom now, Bunny. I don't know about the height of the Cold War.
Right, guys, are we going to wrap this one up then?
I think we ought to.
Yeah, because I need a wee.
Yeah, I definitely need a wee. Hi, Rob.
Bye, Rob.
Oh, Rob.
Bye, Rob. And everybody else.
Oh, is that your goodbyes, is it?
We're doing it in reverse order this week.
Go on then, you do it first.
No, I'm on about we're saying hi instead of goodbye.
Next week we're doing it in reverse. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining us yet again for a show that went through a lot of different subjects in the space of 2 hours. Seems to be quite a theme that we've got going here, guys. With a little bit of vaping in it, just goes wherever the hell it wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a great show. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and a big thank you to Graham, Mr. Net Reality, for sending out the juices for review. As I say, obviously I missed it last week. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Guys, go out there and get them. They're absolutely amazing juices. I'm still trying to decipher the runes. I've got a little bit of it, I think.
Any heartburn though?
Nope. Not a touch. Not a touch. So yeah, so it's a winner chicken dinner for me. Mark and Steve, Thursday nights wouldn't be the same.
We missed you last week.
Last week, honestly, lying on the couch, feeling sorry for myself, watching you two get. And Jules will testify to this. I was actually having conversations with you two, and Jules says to me, "They can't hear you. You're on the TV and you're on the couch, you fucking idiot." And I'm like, "Oh, aye." So yeah, guys, tune in next week for more of the same, and we may take the Rage Room thing a little bit further. Have a think about it for next week, guys. What would tip you over the edge? Tune in next week because I think it'll be interesting, just to see what actually not so much makes people tick, but pushes them to the limit that the only way they can get out of it is smash something the hell up.
And Paul Ben, it's 4:30 a.m. there.
Hey Ben, get to bed and happy birthday again.
Happy wobbles up to the land of Nod.
Happy wobbles.
Yeah, as Gailey says, paracetamol and a pint of water or something. Because when you wake up, you're going to be licking the windows or the carpet or something to get the fur off your tongue.
Or the cat.
Right, so I'll pass it over to Stephen.
Right, well, chat, thank you very, very much for joining us. Sorry for the squealy bit in the middle, the cockroaches and the eggs and all the rest of it. I thoroughly enjoyed it tonight. It's lovely having you back, matey. We missed you last week. Really missed you last week. Spanners, thank you, darlings. Regulars, huggles. Absolutely brilliant. Honest, Thursday night, all that's missing is the pint. And Stevie had his. So join us again next week if you dare. And we'll. I like this range room. Yeah, bang on. Right, Mark, to you, darling.
To me. Guys, thank you for my Thursdays. I love my Thursdays. And Betty, yes, we so missed you. You just was not the same without you, kiddo. So I'm glad you're feeling a lot better. Guys in chat, thank you so much. As always, I always ask, before you leave, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It really does help and pushes the channel. So please give us a thumbs up. Where are we up to now? We've got 25 likes. So if you can boost that up a little bit, that'd be absolutely fantastic. It just shows us that you care and helps the channel. So yeah, everyone on the replay, hello, and thank you for getting this far in the show as well. It's much appreciated. If we ever meet, I can always give you a huggle live. So from Betty and myself, thank you for watching. We so appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here on Thursday, 7:30. So,
Gaffer, you forgot the big chap.
what
You said from Betty and myself.
did I?
Aye.
All right, bro.
Somebody's going.
I see where this is going.
Somebody's going
Yes.
to get it. There's going to be a fucking rage room on Saturday. Na 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 na.
I see where this is going. Yes.
From me, Betty, and the most wonderful bloke in Retford,
Liar.
the guy that is taller than tall, hands like shovels, but a heart of gold.
All's big enough
That
to come.
is BFG. We wish you all a wonderful good night.
Adios, muchacho.
And 6 years of happy vaping.
Somebody's going to get it. You have no need. I always thought that somebody fucking boy.
And we're clear.